Hey guys, it's Stilly and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Well, Olivia Jade, we're talking about her again because today the court documents have been released and they have photos of Olivia and her sister posing for the rowing photos. Her parents are still pleading not guilty, acting as if they had no idea that they were scamming USC and that they were doing anything wrong. So, I mean, the fact that there's photos of Olivia Jade posing for rowing photos when she was never rowing ever in her lifetime before she took this photo, sad. It is so sad, this whole thing. So, if you guys are confused, because this was something that happened literally 1 year ago and it just caused such a storm. Basically, Olivia Jade, she was a YouTuber. She was a really popular YouTuber. She has 1.9 million subscribers. She used to post all the time. She was really big. She had a collaboration with Princess Polly for a clothing line. She was collaborating with Sephora because she had a palette with them. She was really set to be one of the bigger beauty guru lifestyle vloggers. And it's all because her mom is Lori Loughlin. She was on Full House, and because of that, her mom is famous. A lot of people were super curious about what her daughter was like, and she just became such a big YouTuber, and I really enjoyed her content. It was really cute. I loved her style. And then it all came crashing down when her parents got caught in the college scandal. And if you guys don't know what that is, because it has been so long and Olivia Jade just isn't as relevant as she once was, basically what happened was her parents, along with several others, very rich parents, paid $500,000 to pay one of the coaches at USC, University of Southern California, $500,000 to get both of their daughters into college, and they just weren't smart enough to get in on their own and apply the good old-fashioned way. And their dad was super stuck up, didn't want them to be going to a regular college, as he said it. He said he didn't want them to be going to some Arizona state school. So he did this sneaky tactic. They paid the money. There's email proof of them negotiating the money and how they're going to get Olivia in, as well as her sister Bella. And the money was exchanged, and the only way that they could get into this school in a sneaky way was to fake being on the rowing team. So in order to be on the crew team as like a scholarship student or as a recruit, they were recruits, you have to obviously have a whole record of stuff that you've done. And Olivia Jade's resume that they faked for her came out a few months back, and it just detailed all of the awards that she had won, like the placements that she had. And her mother in court had said that, how could they fake that, because they didn't know anything about crew. And it's not about who actually wrote it. It's the fact that they paid someone to write that at the end of the day. And let me just be clear, it is illegal to pay somebody to get yourself into college. This isn't like donating a building or something like that. This is illegal bribery happening. It's very clear that this whole family was in on this whole situation, because a lot of people were making excuses for Olivia Jade and her sister, saying that they did not know what their parents were doing. How could they know if it was illegal or not? But it's just kind of like, Olivia, have you ever rowed in your life? No. So why are you putting on some athletic wear and posing for photos on a rowing machine? Why are you submitting a fake resume? It's just not, it doesn't make sense with the narrative that they're trying to say that they didn't know what they were doing. And I do have to say that I feel bad for Olivia, which a lot I know is very controversial because people are like, how could you feel bad for her? She knew what she was doing, all this stuff. I truthfully believe if she had it her own way, she would have dropped out of school and just been a YouTuber, because she was very successful in that. And when you grow up and you have parents like this, they set you up with a mindset. She was raised to feel like she could get away with anything and that she could do this and it would be okay. And I really do feel like her mom and dad told her this was something that they were able to do because they did have the money and that they wouldn't get caught. It was nothing bad. But obviously they did get caught, and it's an unfortunate way to learn right from wrong, to have both of your parents plastered all over the news and on TV, and for them to get called just so privileged, so ignorant, so rude. And you know, they do have to serve time. Like, they're facing a lot of years in jail for the crime that they have committed. I also do see the argument that she is an adult and she could do and say whatever she wants to her parents. She was very vocal that she did not want to go to college. She didn't want to go to school, but her parents were making her go to school. And that's where a lot of the drama came in for her, of being so privileged, of not even appreciating like her parents literally going to jail for her to go to college, and she didn't want to go. But it seems like she had already told them, hey, I don't want to go to college, and they were still going to go through with all of this, forcing her to go. And I think if she didn't go, they would have cut her off. And although she would have been just fine as a YouTuber, an influencer, you know, like I said, she had so many collaborations under her belt. I just don't think that she wanted to give up the life that she was living. It was very, very lavish. So I do see how people are putting a lot of blame on Olivia for she should have known better, but I truly just believe that with how stubborn and strong-headed her parents are being about the court case, and that they have the nerve to plead not guilty, I really, truly just don't think she could have said anything to them that would have allowed her to not have them do something illegal to get her into college, because they had already done it for her older sister Bella. And obviously, just the worst part about all of this, they've taken the spots of people that could have been on the team. Every single year, there's only so much money in the budget for schools to bring in kids that are recruited. And if her and her sister are taking up 2 spots, that's 2 spots of somebody that was, 1, making the grades to get into the school, and 2, working really hard for years to be on the rowing team. And there have been other YouTube videos of other YouTubers that when they applied to USC and they didn't get in, they just talked about how they felt about knowing that they were the same year as Olivia Jade or the same year as her sister and didn't get to make the team, and just wondered if those were spots that they could have gotten. It's just so unfortunate to see these photos and actually just know that her and her sister really did pose for photos, and that they did know what they were getting themselves into. They knew what they were doing, and although maybe they didn't know the degree, or that they were taking spots away from other people, maybe they just were that ignorant and they just had no clue the depth of all of this. But to visually see these photos and how they are posing, it's ridiculous, it's crazy, and it's so sad. And I know Olivia has tried to come back onto YouTube. She's posted 2 videos within the past couple of months. She's posted Hi Again, which was kind of saying she knows that she should talk about some stuff, but she can't do that because, you know, there's some legal aspects to that that's sort of admitting guilt if she apologizes, and she can't talk about the case because it could ruin her parents, whatever they are fighting, because they're saying that they're not guilty, which is crazy, because look at these photos, you guys, and tell me that they're not guilty. I mean, it's undeniable. It's undeniable. That's them posing for the photos. How could you say that you're not faking something? It's crazy. So she's posted an everyday makeup routine as well. She seems super active on Instagram and on TikTok with her sister. They are quarantined together. I just wonder how she is going to move forward on her YouTube journey, if she is going to continue doing YouTube, if she is going to try to find a new path. I don't know what she could even begin to do now that she has this reputation living behind her, and I don't know who could take her seriously. I want to know if you guys have been keeping up with her, if you guys have followed her. Maybe you guys don't even know her, because it's just insane. She was so big, so big. She was always hanging out with David Dobrik. David Dobrik even helped her into her dorm room at USC when she first moved in. And it's just so insane to see how everything has transpired. They're still hanging out. She's still hanging out with all her friends, partying. It seemed like she never really let this whole situation faze her, or at least make it seem like it was phasing her. Gosh, I really want to know what the future holds for her. If you guys would be willing to watch her YouTube videos if she became YouTuber again, like a consistent, posted every single week type of YouTuber. I don't know if that could happen until after the trial is over. And I mean, we would just have to see. I'm super curious. I just can't even process that this is even real, that it's still happening, that her parents are saying they're not guilty. Oh man, you guys. So I love you guys. I hope you're staying safe and protecting yourself, washing your hands, wearing your masks, using hand sanitizer, or whatever you can to disinfect yourselves. I love